Everything you should know about Doodle World. Doodle World is a Roblox game, and that's basically Pokemon, but there are drawings instead of Pokemon. Starters. There are 4 starters in the game. The starters are Bubsky, Vipember, Tabolt, and Scrappy. The type chart. The type chart is kind of hard to memorize, but you don't have to, because there's a button in the corner of the screen that shows you the whole type chart when you're in a battle. The game also shows you if attacks are super effective, not very effective, or if the enemy is immune to the attack. Stats. There are 6 different stats. The stats are magical attack and magical defense for magic attacks, attack and defense for physical attacks, speed and health for, speed and health. The reason why there are 2 types of attacks is for differences in teams. Because if there was only one type of attack, there would be one best attacking doodle and one best defending doodle. Lemma. Start off the game in Sketchville. There's this area in Sketchville called the Doodle Lab. Also, there is Route 1 across the bridge. Route 1 has 3 doodles that can spawn in it: Rosabug, Bunsweet, and Borbo. At the end of Route 1 is Route 2, where you can find a Niblet, Bunsweet, and Pilbo. At the end of Route 2 is Lakewood. It's the first town in the game. You can find 2 doodles in it, Tadpole and Moss. And also from Lakewood, you can go to the Lakewood Tunnel that is a part of the Lakewood Sewer. In the Lakewood Sewer, you can find Getgoo, Riffrat, Slibble, Kygus Skunk, and Mold, the Depressed Moss. The other spot you can go to from Lakewood is Route 3. On Route 3, you can find Larvena, Rosabug, Niblet, Borbo, Flitterm, and Yagot. From now on, I'm only going to say the new doodles that are in routes. Past Route 3 is Route 4. In Route 4, the new doodles are Wiglet, Vebena, Archuma, and Lipo. At the end of Route 4 is the Graphite Lodge, which is the second town in the game. The only new doodle in the Graphite Lodge is the Whis. After the Graphite Lodge are the Crossroads. In the Crossroads, the new doodles are Pedlet, Borbeck, Springling, and Glimmeow. I'm not doing areas after this because that's cringe. The story. The story starts off by your mom telling you to try the key hunt. So you go to the lab to get your first doodle. Then Quincy, the son of the president of Doodle Co., enters the lab. You have to fight Quincy because you got the first doodle. Quincy wants your doodle because he doesn't want to wait for the printer to finish. After you beat Quincy, you can enter Route 1. At the end of Route 1, Inari bumps into you and she battles you. When you beat her, you get the equipment case and you're allowed to enter Route 2. At the end of Route 2, you meet TJ, who gives you a tour of Lakewood. After the tour, you go to Route 3, where you see a Doodle Co. engineer who's trying to clear a ton of wires. Then you meet Riffraff, one of the 2 main villains. Then Riffraff takes the Doodle Co. engineer to his lair. After that, you go back to Lakewood and go to the Lakewood Tunnel with TJ, where you fight number 3 while TJ fights number 2. After you defeat number 3, TJ stays to fight number 2. You go through the sewers to enter Riffraff's lair. In Riffraff's lair, you meet Riffraff again and see the Doodle Co. engineer playing Roblox. Yep. And after that, Riffraff gives you a free training helper that is just for EXPL. If you know what that is, you should know what this does. Then TJ comes into the room and tells Riffraff to make the Doodle Co. engineer stop playing Roblox and go to his job. Then Riffraff tells TJ that he won't make the engineer stop playing Roblox until you beat him in a battle. After you beat Riffraff, you meet Dennison, who then gets his Doodle to break the wires blocking the entrance to Route 4. At the end of Route 4, you can enter the Graphite Lodge. In the Graphite Lodge, you meet Cassie and get invited to her lodge. In the lodge, you find out that her father is the mayor and he wants you and TJ to stop Craig's takeover. After some more stuff, you have to fight Cassie to be able to enter the crossroads. And that's where I'll end off the story for this video because yes. And this is the end of the video. I'll probably make a part 2 because the story in the game as of right now isn't complete yet. Just to date the video, the current update is the July update, right after Oasis Part 1. Goodbye.